Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back again with another banger.
Hey!
I know it's been a minute, but I know I've been streaming a lot more on YouTube, but it's time to make a video again. Other than that, I have an important question for you. Are you struggling with Zetas? Just think about that for a second. Are you struggling with Zetas? If so, then you came to the right place, because I'm going to give you the best farming guide for Zetas, especially for those that have bought Lightspeed bundles or basically bought all the Lightspeed bundles. And I'm going to help you find your niche, where to claim all your Zetas. It doesn't even matter if you're free to play or pay to play. It's also variable dependent on where you're at in the game and what kind of Lightspeed bundles did you buy. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video and let's help you reclaim some of these Zetas that you may have lost because you bought the Lightspeed bundles.
Sir.
Now that we're in the game, I'm going to be showing you my main account, because my main account basically has a bunch of Zetas. And why? Because not only have I played the game for a long amount of time, I've been playing since year one. For me, especially for where I'm at in the game, it's a lot easier for me to get, Zetas and stuff like that. Even Omnicrons. Like Omnicrons, I have basically most of the Gatcrons. I have some TW Omnicrons, but we're not here to talk about Omnicrons. We're here to talk about Zetas. And Zetas are extremely important and vital in the game, because if you do not have Zetas just, if you have missing Zetas, then certain teams and team comps and stuff like that, especially in Grand Arena or basically in any game mode, your teams won't be fulfilled to their potential because you're obviously missing Zetas. The Zeta struggle, the Zeta crunch that, we're all going through. And sometimes it hits me once in a while, but I'm able to bounce back. But there are many different ways to get Zetas. This is variable dependent on where you are in the game. If you are a new player and you just decided to buy Lightspeed bundles off the butt because you want to catch up, you want to have teams and stuff like that, or maybe you're going for certain GLs or a certain fleet or anything like that, that's perfectly understandable. But you need the Zetas to finish your teams, because if you do not have Zetas, yet again, your teams are basically incomplete, especially if you're going for Galactic Legends and stuff like that. They need their Zetas. So I'm going to show you different ways and different stuff to farm these Zetas very easily. Doesn't even matter where you are in the game. With these certain specific methods that I'm going to show you. So basically these methods here, for example, Fleet Arena, right? This is one method that you could be farming Zetas. For 2,000 fleet tokens, you can just farm and hoard Zetas. You can do refreshes. Just be aware, the more refreshes you do, the more crystals it's going to cost, and yada yada yada. So I would say, at least if you have good amount of fleet currency, you can do 2 to 4 refreshes to farm a few Zetas a day, regardless if you're pay to play or free to play. Another way to farm Zetas, if you are doing the current raid. I cannot stress this enough. Please be in a guild that's doing the current raid, the battle for Naboo, because if you are not in a guild that's not doing the battle for Naboo raid, you're going to be missing out on the MK3 raid tokens. And these tokens are extremely important because no other raid besides the current battle for Naboo raid is offering these MK3 tokens, which can allow you to get other things even besides Zetas. You can get some Relic 7, Relic 8 materials for your characters. So this is another way that I could be farming Zetas too. I currently have 8100 MK3 tokens because I save up, and then if I want to, I could buy a couple of Zetas today. You could also refresh too here. So if you're in a guild that's farming the current raid, this is another way to get Zetas. You can do yet again here. You could do 2 to 4 refreshes. Just letting you know, the more refreshes you do, the more crystal payout that you're going to have to sacrifice. The more Zetas you want. So pretty self-explanatory. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the fleet challenges. This is one of the most simplest ways to get Zetas. These right here, the fleet challenges. Every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday, just be on the lookout for these shipability material challenges. Is very simple, very easy. It literally takes like no effort at all. Even especially if you buy the hyperdrive bundle, it'll automatically get you, I think, to the tier 3 of this challenge, and you can just sim and farm the 2 Zetas every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. This is like one of the most efficient ways to do this. Even though it's not every day, at least 3 out of the 7 days you're guaranteed 6 Zetas a week because of the shipability materials. So it's extremely easy. No matter what you're doing, you need to be claiming these free Zetas every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Now, this method right here might be a little bit controversial, especially for the free-to-play players, but yes, the episode pass does offer Zetas as well. If you buy the episode pass, you don't need to buy the episode pass plus, just the regular basic $20 plus $20 episode pass. If you buy the episode pass, you can get Zetas through the premium tier as well. So we have, let me see, a Zeta tier 4, Zeta tier 12, tier 19. You get 2 over there. Then you get another 2 at 38. Then you get 4 at 45. So yeah, for $20 a month, if you want to pay for the episode pass, don't pay for the pass plus, just the regular pass. For $20 basically a month, you get extra Zetas in your pocket, so you can, use those Zetas for important specific teams that you may be farming or that you want to build and accelerate. That's only for the pay to play players. You can't, unfortunately, those Zetas are missed out for free to play players. I know it sucks, but it's okay. And another way to be farming Zetas is through TW. There's no TW currently active, but TW, you get Zetas every TW depending on where your guild GP is. But even if you lose a TW, you still get at least 2 Zetas, so be mindful of that. My guild, Awakening Hope, we've been winning a lot of territory wars lately. I think we finally lost our last TW. We lost, but still, regardless, we were getting Zetas and stuff like that. So TW does help out getting Zetas. You can get 3 Zetas per win, and if your guild is just constantly winning TWs back and forth, left and right, out the butt, that's a really efficient way to add Zetas, especially to your roster. Now, there's other methods here too that you can get Zetas from as well. Like here, sometimes bundles like this in the store would come up. I know it's extremely expensive. I mean, I really wouldn't recommend this, but if you're in desperate need and desire of Zetas, a pack like this in the store that's for a limited amount of time, it does come back every few rotations. So this is not just a one-time limited offer. This Galactic Zeta stuff does come back. You get 10 Zetas and stuff like this. You get crystals, Chirotechs, and relic materials and stuff like that for $61 if you're on the PC client of the game, $65 if you're on the mobile app. But yeah, this basically here is catering towards the whales and stuff like that. If you just in desperate need and like a last minute need of Zetas, maybe you want to Maybe you need more Zetas before your GAC lock-in or TW lock-in or something like that. If you're in desperate need, yeah, I guess this can help you. You get 10 Zetas there. And then also other packs here that would offer Zetas, but they're not here right now. After every season of Grand Arena ends, they like to come out with a Zeta slash Omnicron slash Omega bundle thing, if you know what I'm talking about. After every GAC season ends, I think it's like 2,500, where you can, it's like a game, it's like one of those gambling packs where you can go and buy that pack, and it will give you a specific amount of Zetas. If the lowest to the highest amount of Zetas, will give you Omnicrons. If you're lucky, it also give you some Omega materials. This is another bundle here, the Java Merchant Bundle. This is another bundle that comes in rotation for only $10. You can get 15 Zetas, but it's not guaranteed. This is a potential, so you can buy this up to 3 times. So basically, $10 per pack up to 3 times, which equals $30. You can take a chance. You can take basically up to 3 chances for $30 to get 45 Zetas. Now, this is a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a 1 out of 10% chance that you can get 15 Zetas per pack that you open. So you're only getting a 10% chance of it landing on Zetas, which is not great. However, the price is cheap. So let's say if you buy this bundle and maybe you don't get Zetas, but you get 10 Omnicrons. That's really good. Maybe you don't get Zetas, but you get like 100 Shock Prod Chirotex or Computer Chirotex. That's also really good. But like I said, we're here for the Zetas. We're not here for anything else. So yeah, that's another gambling, want to take a risk chance to see if you can get more Zetas. Here's another piece of bundle that is Zeta worthy. I mean, this is more of an Omnicron pack, but it does include Zetas here. 3 Zetas for $28.49, basically $30. You can buy this up to 2 times, but in reality, this is more leaning towards an Omnicron bundle. If you want Omnicrons and stuff like that, then that's perfectly understandable, but it does give you at least 3 Zetas. It's guaranteed. So another thing too is if you want to look for Zetas in the store and these certain bundles that are in the store, make sure that it says guaranteed, because if it's guaranteed, you're going to be obviously it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll be getting those Zetas in those bundles. Unlike this right here where it says potential item and a material drop, you're not guaranteed, but it does give you a chance. And when it comes to gambling and stuff like that, that's what chances and risk are all about. For the free-to-play players, for Conquest, obviously there's no Conquest right now active, but if you are basically doing the easy or normal tier of Conquest, I'm not too sure if they still offer Zetas in the hard mode of Conquest, but I definitely know, I think in the easy or normal tier of Conquest, if you buy the premium pass for $10, they offer Zetas in those easy and normal tier of Conquest as well. Yeah, so like I said, there's pretty much a lot of ways to offer to get Zetas, especially in Grand Arena. If you are winning your Grand Arenas, unfortunately I lost my first round in this week, so I'm going 2 for 2 right now. I'm even. But like I said, if you are winning your Grand Arenas and stuff like that, you can also get Zetas here as well for every week. Every 3v3 and 5v5 season. It's a 3-week rotation for the 3v3 and 5v5. So this is another way to get Zetas. This way is this leads to more free to play than anything else. You don't need to be pay to play or anything like that to get these Zetas. It's just as long as you're winning your Grand Arena matches, you should be fine. And you also not be getting Zetas, but you'll also be getting crystal income and all these other stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of different ways to farm and hoard Zetas. If you're not, if you're like in the Zeta struggle and the Zeta crunch, I get it, especially for those that have bought the Lightspeed bundles, because if you bought so many Lightspeed bundles and stuff like that, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? What are you going to do to take your roster and elevate your roster to the next level? And part of doing that is you need Zetas. If you do not have Zetas, your teams are basically incomplete. What are you doing? You're wasting your time, yada, yada, yada. And one last and simple way to get Zetas is just log in and play the game every day. Because let's say you don't get a Zeta today, but you can get a Zeta tomorrow. You know, and stuff like that. It's just really simple. It's just logging in. You need to log in and play every day. Do your dailies and do stuff like that, because that doing your dailies and stuff will contribute to getting Zetas. And another way that you can also get Zetas is through the daily login rewards. Every month, the daily login calendar will give you at least 2 to 3 Zetas here just by logging in. That's what I'm talking about. You need, in order to get Zetas, you need to log in. Simply just log in and do your dailies and do stuff like that. Because if you're not logging in every day, you could be missing out on certain opportunities like this. Like right here, a Zeta on day 27, a Zeta on day 31, you know? And the daily login rewards give you certain stuff that could help you in your roster, elevate your roster to the next level, especially with these nice crystals. You could claim free crystals and stuff like that, credits, certain character shards for the specific month. Like this month is all about Bad Batch, even though I have all the Bad Batches 7 stars. But regardless, you know, just simply turning on the game and logging in, you can just get Zetas like that. So it's pretty self-explanatory. But other than that, I think I've basically named every single way you could possibly get Zetas. I don't think there's any other way that I'm missing. I don't think you can get Zetas through the weekly shipments. You could get all other things and stuff like that, but yeah, that I noticed with the weekly shipments, now you can start getting relic materials and relic signal data here, which is not that expensive. This is new, which is kind of nice. Maybe, who knows, maybe they can add Zetas to the weekly shipments with all these other nice character shards and stuff like that for the newer content. But like I said, this is basically all the possible ways, gambling or guaranteed ways, free to play or pay to play, to get your Zetas up and running. Because like I said, Zetas are important. If you do not have Zetas, your teams are incomplete. If you're not simply logging in and doing your dailies every day, then I don't know what to tell you. But other than that, yeah, this is basically every possible way that you can get Zetas, gambling or not, free to play or not. But other than that, I know it's been a bit since I've done a video. I had some time today, been working a little bit more, and I've just been streaming a lot more on Twitch. I mean, not on Twitch, on YouTube. But other than that, I'm Insidious. Thanks for watching. I really hope this Zeta farming path guide will help you guys understand where to find Zetas, how to acquire them, and how to stock up and save them for when you need them the most and for your rosters and stuff like that. But other than that, I can't stress it enough. Thanks for watching. I'm Insidious. I'm so happy to be back and doing this video, because I've seen people ask me and stuff, where to get Zetas, how do you, what, like this and that with Zetas, this, that, and the third. But I'm Insidious. I will see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching as always. Peace.